Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Sage Lewis. I just came across this show. I got a kid. All I watch is PBS, the Disney Channel, Noggin. Well, for some reason, I got the TV to myself last night, and I checked out this show, The Big Idea. Have you seen this? This Donnie Deutsch show? Man, Donnie Deutsch, he's like what I would dream to be. I mean, I'm down here schlepping videos on YouTube, and Donnie Deutsch is over here at CNBC doing his crazy show. Meanwhile, I mean, he's making his bread and butter over at his agency. I mean, I watched it last night, and he was talking about IKEA, where he needed to, let everybody know that IKEA is one of his customers, just so everybody is on the up and up, that, it's branding galore. I mean, it's a dream of this Donnie Deutsch. Oh my gosh, I mean, if I could only be such a marketer as Donnie Deutsch. But I mean, that's not why I wanted to talk about it. Actually, I wanted to talk about the fact of the show he had on last night, and man, oh man, this was crazy. He had on Jim Cramer on his show, and man, I mean, it was like the apocalypse with this Jim Cramer. And again, Jim Cramer is a guy who I don't watch, and it's not because I don't want to watch him. I just, I'm busy over at the Disney Channel. But he had on Jim Cramer, and Jim Cramer makes me look like a school marm. He makes me look like the most down-to-earth, subtle guy on planet Earth. This Jim Cramer is a nut job, but in a way that you love. But Jim Cramer is talking about the end of the world here, and I'm shaking my boots with this Jim Cramer. And he is going on and on about how we got to start thinking about keeping our jobs for the health insurance, and start thinking about moving in with our relatives, and getting rid of all extraneous things, and just trying to make our businesses just hopefully survive in this era that we are in. And holy cow, I mean, my goodness, now this Jim Cramer, he's a very smart guy. I sort of think, he comes out of the financial industry, and maybe he just really is so saturated in that industry that the sky is literally falling for him and his friends. And the people that he had on, some of the businesses they were just not, they were things that discretionary kinds of services and products, and so they were getting cut, and these people were really getting hurt, and he felt terrible about it. But oh my goodness gracious, this was crazy. And so I think what I learned is that if you're doing well in your business, you shouldn't take it for granted. You should ask yourself, are you a discretionary kind of business, or are you a business service or product that people really need, and take a good hard look at that. If you're one of these services or products that people could easily ditch, then you might suffer some hard times. But there are a lot of businesses that people need. I mean, they need this Donnie Deutsch, I'll tell you. I mean, this guy, if he's brilliant enough to get a show on CNBC, if you can afford Donnie Deutsch and his Deutsch world over here, you should do it, because this guy knows marketing. So I don't think Donnie Deutsch is going to have a single lick of problems in this economy. This Jim Cramer, he's going to be just fine, and there's a lot of people who are going to be just fine. Insurance people, accountants, lawyers. There's a lot of people that are going to be okay, I think, in this time of need. But maybe it's something that we should just be thankful for. If we are in a business that is going to get through okay, or maybe even do better. I mean, there was one guy on the show that was selling I don't know if he was selling them or building like electric cars, and his business was exploding. And Jim Cramer gave great advice. He said, go with it, but don't mortgage your company at this point in time. Do a cash-based business. And that makes sense. But this guy, man, he's going to be, he's in a dream world right now with these electric cars. And so, I mean, Jim, I appreciate it, but I think, man, I was like, I wanted to crawl up into a little fetal ball. You were scaring me so much. I don't know if it's going to be all that, man. I mean, the Depression was a series of events, not just one event, and I think we're very fortunate to be in the world awareness that we are in now with these government. It's really trying to help this not become a depression. But if anything you can learn from this Jim Cramer is, be aware and honest of the business that you are in, the business that you own. If you are a discretionary service or product, maybe you need to think about a plan B or a plan C. And he really did eventually make me think, well, it wouldn't be bad. I can move with my mom, or, my brother-in-law's got a super nice house. I'm sure he'd love to hear that. I'm coming to see you, Mikey. Nah, man, I'm just fine. Everything's just fine. But boy, check out this show, The Big Idea. And check out Jim Cramer. He's awesome. But no, I don't know. I think the sky is falling. The Jim Cramer extravaganza is a little bit too extreme for my blood. But nice show. Nice job, Donnie Deutsch. I want to grow up and be just like you, baby. All right, everybody. This is Sage Lewis, and happy marketing.